is going on? Good morning, people out there. This is your boy, Clayton R. Zeno, and I am back at it with a live episode. Have to work out a lot of things over the last couple days here. Try and get this live streaming stuff set up, but so far, so good. So today, man, I got three crazy stories. One is a national story you guys have probably already heard of now. Two other local stories that you guys have not heard of, right? So I want to start off first with this. Let me pull this up here. Boom. Boom. Yo, I want to talk about this situation here in Houston that actually transpired yesterday on the MetroRail. First of all, as a person who's lived in the city majority of my life, I've ridden the MetroRail, Metro buses. Um, I don't know what happened over the last 6, 7, 8 years, but it's been way more stabbings, shootings, shit. I mean, obviously, people got maced on the damn rail. It's been a lot of like aggressive attacks. Um, Now, I haven't actually. No, that's a lie. I did see a fight a couple times. Actually, I seen a fight probably like 3 months ago on the bus. Um, my wife and I were trying to go downtown, and we were on the bus, and some dude was just randomly talking towards the back, and the dude he was just talking to, he was just on some, hey, I'm good, bro. I don't want to talk. Some people in this damn city, something wrong with these folks. Some people you can tell them, hey, I'm good, I don't want to talk, and they'll still keep going, right? So as he kept going, the dude got more and more upset, and they just started like, you know, fighting. It's like probably not even a good 3 feet from where me and my wife were sitting. And when that shit happened, I was just like, bro, imagine if I was on my way to work, right? Imagine if I'm thinking like the bus already a few minutes late, I still could probably make it to work on time. Then this bullshit happens, right? But anywho, let me pull up this story really quickly here. We're gonna talk about it. Give me 1 second. I just had it up here. There we go. Damn, I passed it up. This is crazy. Go here. All right, let me go ahead and play this damn story so you guys can see firsthand exactly how stupid a lot of these people in this damn city could be.
Metro is now saying it was Mace, and you spoke to one man who was on board when it happened, Luke.
Yeah, passengers are telling us the trouble all began right around here at the Preston station, with several of them began coughing. Now, no one we've spoken with actually witnessed the mace spraying for themselves. We're getting all of that information from Metro and Metro Police. At this hour, the suspect is still at large, and it's not clear the police have managed to identify them. The train horn sounds to alert pedestrians, but there was no warning for the people aboard a MetroRail train. But Metro says an unidentified suspect sprayed a chemical they now identify as mace.
People were yelling, people were crying.
Passengers clawing for the exits on the northbound Red Line train, longtime rider Daniel Ortiz says, as he kept his head down.
I just naturally put my face inside my shirt because I didn't know what was going on.
His first indication of trouble, shortly before the train.
What the fuck? Get mad, bro. Get this shit out of here. Oh, wow. Gotta get y'all money, huh?
Pulled into the Preston station.
The guy next to me started coughing very, very loud.
Loud enough for him to hear over his headphones, and soon followed by more coughs from more people as the train sped to its next stop at U of H downtown.
People were banging on the windows to get people's attention from outside.
Passengers disembarked, and 3 of them went to the hospital. It's unclear if the person who sprayed the chemical got off here or if they exited sooner. Today's attack comes almost 2 weeks after a fatal shooting on a Metro bus. And now elected leaders say,
bro, this shit, this probably like the first time about some mace. But like I just explained, and y'all just seen, it literally a week ago, somebody got shot on the 8, the damn West Belford bus. And that's not even the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 10th time this shit has happened within the last few years. Look, bro, it's Texas has always been known as the Wild Wild West, right? But now it's getting to the point. Now, not only is it known as the Wild Wild West, but then it's something worse because you got a lot of like Houston's a Democratic city in a Republican state, which automatically makes it a horrible place to live, right? Heavy Democratic city. I can't speak on Dallas, but I know for Houston, blue as shit. Houston has always been blue, as far as I've known. Hell, we had a gay lesbian mayor at one point. It was like 2014, 2015, I think. Yeah, but furthermore, like getting on the metro, bro. You thinking you just going to work, you leaving school, trying to go to school. It's bigger than that, bro. Unfortunately. You have to really, really pay attention to your surroundings. I know for a fact, I've seen this so many times where you just got bums, homeless people getting on the Metro Rail, literally looking for shit to do. They literally looking for, hey, who gonna say something to me so I can get into it with somebody? Like, bro, a lot of these people, they live like that. A couple times I was downtown and I rode by and I seen like different organizers. What the fuck? I fucking rode. The fuck that shit going? But yeah, fucking metro buses, man. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the train. I hate the buses. I honestly, I wish it was better here in Houston because a lot of people, like, this is a city where you have to have a car, right? You can't really, for as big as the city is, the transportation, the public transportation is horrible. When I lived in Denver and Pueblo for a few years, the public transportation out there was amazing. Now, granted, Pueblo is nowhere near the size of Denver, right? And Denver obviously is nowhere near the size of Houston. But still, man, the transportation there was amazing. Like, I know this is getting kind of off the subject of why I don't like Houston, but this is a great example. You just got people out there being bums, being trash, people who, I'm gonna just say it, bro, people who probably shouldn't even been conceived. Just be honest. A lot of these people don't do shit but cause mayhem, cause disruption. Like, dog, I don't know why this is such a haven for some of the worst shit that I've ever seen in my life. It's like people thrive in this kind of environment, right? People, scammers, robbers, murderers, R-worders, all those negative things thrive in a place like this. And people looking around like, yeah, this is my home. Shit, it ain't mine. I might have been born in this bitch, but I am not of it. Trust. Let's continue with the video.
It may be time to rethink security.
Period of time, they may need to put a bus monitor on some of their buses so that they will have a presence.
Councilwoman Carolyn Evans-Shabazz says those monitors may need to be armed. Passengers say the only Metro employees they usually see are the drivers themselves, and they're not armed.
I don't want to put bus drivers in that position where they're going to...
Now, downtown, not that far from Preston, they actually do have these, so they're not security, right? Their job, unlike just like a lot of shit here, they really don't care about security. They just try and get their money. Only thing these people do downtown at, I think it's the Wheeler station, between Wheeler and the downtown transit center. The only thing these motherfuckers do is just check and see if you got a valid ticket. They will give you so much shit for not having a valid ticket rather than getting on somebody for playing loud ass music on the rail. Getting on somebody for bringing all motherfuckers be literally downtown. You know what? I got an AI meeting tonight, so I literally have to go downtown. I might just record some of this shit and show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Like, this shit is bad, bro. I ain't see this shit growing up. Now, granted, they just built the train in like 2003, 2004. So the train is barely past 20 years old. And they only extended it to like the U of H area, the north side, a little bit of the north side. That train don't go far, bro. You can't get nowhere down West Time on the MetroRail. You can't get nowhere off I-10 on the MetroRail, like near the ship channel I-10. And God forbid, if you're thinking that the MetroRail is going to take you to either Hobby Airport or Bush Airport, hell no. Now they do got a Metro bus, but that shit is crowded. That shit takes so fucking long, you know? But nah, they ain't gonna get no security. Nah, they could do security, but you have to pay people a good amount of money. And a lot of people here in Houston, bro, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. Like, as you can see, whoever sprayed the mace, they ain't even think about, oh man, the other people in the area. They ain't care. They did not give one single fuck. Look, I'm telling you, bro, these people in the city do not give a damn, bro. You got a lot of, big-hearted people, extremely nice people, but a lot of these people in this place don't give a shit, bro. They don't. They don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. Oh man, let me finish up with this.
Going to have to monitor and stop people because that could become confrontational.
And tonight, Metro tells us it is putting police officers on its trains and buses. They're not specifying if that's all of their trains and buses or if it's all of the time. Nevertheless, they do tell us that for the first time in decades, its officer ranks are now fully staffed.
Yeah, getting sprayed with mace on a Metro rail. Now, look, we've been following crime throughout the Metro system for a while. Back in October, we reported Metro had seen more than 1,200 major crimes in the year prior.
Yeah, and that's according to Metro's own reporting on its website. However, we went back to that webpage today, and suddenly the numbers changed. Now they only list 378 major crimes in that exact same period. We asked
How dishonest, bro, do y'all have to be as a company, as a city? Because the Metro, they the only city transportation in Houston. How you gonna? This the type of shit I'm talking about. This the type of shit I'm talking about. This is what, this kind of poor ass, stupid ass, can't trust you as far as I can throw you as mindset, bro. Like, how you gonna literally try to change the, I can't fucking talk, I'm so pissed. You gonna try to change the goddamn statistics on the website. Like, that's just fucked up. Like, y'all really want people to actually be out here thinking that, oh, it's quite safe to catch the bus. You know, ain't nothing will happen. Even the initial number that ABC 13 had recorded, I guarantee you that wasn't even an accurate number. I guarantee you it was much, much higher. We're talking about the things that have been reported. It's a lot of shit that ain't been reported that happened on the buses. So, this is, I don't know what the fuck this is, bro. This is Houston. It's the H, that's what they're saying.
Metro about that discrepancy. They tell us they're looking into it.
All right, Luke reporting live tonight from downtown. Thank you for the update.
Y'all are looking into it. Y'all are looking into it. That's what you gotta say. You know, man, I try my best with the city. But they really, really know how to make it tough on people. They actually want to see the city grow. I actually want to see the city prosper. But at the same time, I'm not stupid. I'm not naive. I'm just not dumb, bro. I know what's going on, man. It's the same. Man, hold on. Let me just tell y'all some shit about how they get down here, bro. Let me tell y'all how they get down here in Houston, bro. Let me just tell y'all. People here, not all people here, born here, moved here. You got some genuinely good-hearted people here. You do. But you have a lot of fucked up, sneaky, untrustworthy, unaccountable ass people. And then the more and more you have of those, the more and more they can actually find each other and turn into groups, or they all go somewhere and start working. It's not, and see, the thing is, you can have a poor mindset and not actually grow up in the hood, you know? Because everybody that grew up in the hood don't have a poor mindset. Most isn't 100%. Most could be literally 99.5% with a 0.5% that actually is not on it. But a lot of people here in the city, man, I'm telling you, bro, they fucked up. I'm gonna just let you know, they fucked up. That's why, man, I don't really engage with a lot of folks out here. I deal with who I deal with. I trust who I trust, which is a very, very small group of people. Extremely small group. And then it's like when you say something to them or when you try to hold them accountable, they try to hold you accountable for shit that happened when you were like 8 years old. They try to hold you accountable for not taking out the trash. It's just like, bro, it's not the same, bro. It is not the same. It's not. It ain't the same, man. But that's just the first story with Houston, right? Give me a second. I'm going to pull up this next story. Boom. There we go. So it was a bit of furniture moving at City Hall yesterday. Give me 1 second. So, yeah, it was a lot of furniture moving at City Hall, again, here in Houston. Um, again, one thing, so we just talked about the metro situation, and literally like about 3-4 blocks, not even that far, way less than a mile away, you had this shit happen at City Hall at around the same time. City Hall in Houston, when I was coming up, like in middle school, high school, so this is between the years of like 2006 to like 2012. City Hall looked beautiful. You know, had a nice lake, or not even lake, I guess, pond right there. It used to be vendors, like right in front of the building, right there. You have the pond, and then on the side of the pond, you would have vendors for like little foods and all kind of little small stuff. It used to be nice, man. It used to be really nice. And then across the street from City Hall, you had the downtown library, which I went to a lot of times. Took a couple of field trips there in school. Again, had tents over there whenever they had a festival at City Hall. They also would have little stuff over there at the downtown library. Again, I guess this shit happened after 2020, right? Ever since I've been going back down there after 2020, yo, this shit has looked like a fucking a war zone. Like, people laid out, people zombified. Like, if you want to know what all the heroin and crack and hard drug addicts, people in tents, people trying to live in trees, and I'm not sugarcoating, like, people literally was trying to live in a tree. It got so bad that they actually had a stage right by the right in the pavilion of the library right across the street from City Hall. That stage, I don't even know if they perform there anymore, because that stage area has just been taken over by homeless people. You know, this is a part of the things in which Houston, as big of a city as Houston is, they can't really get a lot of events. Like, you get a lot of events based off the fast lifestyle. You don't get a lot of events based off, hey, this is a nice ass looking city. We can host mini Final Fours here. We can host mini Super Bowls. You know, it's a reason why Houston probably won't get another Super Bowl. They probably won't get another WrestleMania. The best thing Houston might get is like NBA Finals, and that's because it's like a home and away. It's no centralized location for the 7 games. But nah, man, it's another sad story of how the city that, you know, looked okay, looked promising at one point, has pretty much gone down the drain, down the toilet. Let me pull up this City Hall clip, because this shit got crazy.
Breaking news.
Oh, wait, let me put it up here.
News in the last 20 minutes. Houston City Council just passed a new city budget. Today's meeting started with a crowd and had to be put on pause for a time. Our Shannon Ryan has been inside all day. She's live at City Hall. Shannon, this meeting was full of fireworks and maybe even a little chaos.
Hey there, Erica. Fireworks indeed. As you mentioned, this budget did just pass, but certainly not without opposition. Council chambers were actually empty. They were closed off to the public for the second half of the day because demonstrations became so intense. The mayor actually called a recess, asking law enforcement to remove demonstrators from council chambers. They held up banners, signs, and heckled council members throughout the course of the day. They also staged a demonstration.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Every time I look at John Whitmire, the mayor of Houston, he gives me Republican vibes. I don't know why, bro. I look at him, I'm like, bro, you don't look like a Democrat, bro. You don't believe in this shit. Like, some telling me he has a hard time, trying to decide. I think he's a closeted Republican. But let me just go ahead.
Outside of City Hall. At this point, we don't believe any will be facing charges. We know at least one person was carried out by police. The mayor has asked charges not be pressed against them. Now, those demonstrators, they're with West Street Recovery, were upset that this budget does not fully allocate property tax dollars voters approved to have earmarked for street and drainage projects. In all, 3 council members voted against the budget. 14 voted yes. Now, those who voted yes said they felt like the city was headed in the right direction as it works to really cut down on what the mayor calls waste, abuse, corruption. But others said that they're concerned about this reorganization of city government.
Fraud, waste, and abuse in the federal government? Yeah, all right, I heard that before, bro. See what I'm saying? Bro, you saying shit just like Trump, bro. What you did, I don't know, man. I don't know. He kind of playing both sides of the coin. And he paused, if I'm not mistaken, the city of Houston from hiring people. I don't even know if they've started back hiring people. It was like a whole freeze, I think, back in January or February when he did it. And for this reason here, you have all these people in the city, city council members, higher ups in the city, doing what they doing in the government, doing whatever the fuck they want to. Because guess what? They friends run it. So guess what? We all friends. We all getting a piece of the pie. We all doing what we doing. But when one person get caught, we all going down. So that's what that shit in. But let's continue.
In the direction it's heading in, take a listen.
And so I don't want to vote on a budget that satisfies today, but leaves us in peril tomorrow, because tomorrow is where I'm most concerned with. And that's why I cannot support the budget.
I think that this budget really moves us in the right direction to continue working on those efficiencies and to continue, putting our resources into the things that people are asking us for. In my district, people are asking us for more police officers. They're asking for more flooding mitigation projects.
Erica, this new $7 billion budget goes into effect in July. Live from City Hall, Shannon Ryan, ABC 13.
You know, I could just take this off right now. We got a problem in the city, bro. We got many problems, right? It's so many fucking problems in the city. But I would say that probably would be the top problem. Because all the other problems are just people in society and societal viewpoints on the various things and all that shit. But we got an issue in Houston with our city council, the higher ups. Yo, we gotta do better, man. I don't know why we're not putting more money into the flooding, fixing the flooding issues, because most people don't know, but this city was never supposed to be this big, right? Houston was never founded with the hopes and the mindset of, hey, this is gonna be the 4th largest city in America. Only notable cities at that time that would be larger than Houston is New York and Chicago, right? LA wasn't even a thing at the time. you got this city that's built on swampland, which means you're going to experience a lot of rainfall, right? As well as that, nobody thought, hey, the more rainfall we get and the more we build, maybe we might not make the best flood plan, right? Because if you look at some of the old flood maps from like the 1950s and the 60s, them shits don't look nothing like the flood maps of today. Literally, places where it never would flood are flooding now, right? The rate in which it rains, of course, has gotten more, just global warming naturally. And yeah, we flood way quicker, we flood way more. Rainfall has only increased over the years. And for them to pretty much draw up a budget that doesn't really focus on that, it shows like y'all really don't care how this city is. Like y'all don't care about the citizens, really, you know. It's all about getting the money, making sure all my people is good, and yeah, you know, I'm gonna just roll off of that. That's, you know, I always feel like, yeah, that's gonna keep Houston back. Like it don't mean, and then people run down here really on some like, I just want to be a part of the wave. I just want to be a part of the movement. Oh, this is the fast money lifestyle. As I said in, you know, previous episodes, like, man, people here, they don't know nothing about longevity, right? Even with the city planning, the gentleman, he said, hey, this might help out today, but I'm worried about tomorrow. He has the mindset of, hey, right now this might be good, but tomorrow is what I know we're going to be back in the same situation, if lucky, because the shit could easily go worse. So you guys in City Hall, bro, y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all can't just draw bills, not really give the people of the, not the fuck the, I ain't gonna say fuck the people of Houston, but forget about the people, right? What about yourselves? What about y'all families? Like, do y'all want y'all kids and grandkids and great grandkids having to like get a boat and literally use it all like anytime it's a storm? Like literally last June, it wasn't even a hurricane, it was like a tropical storm, and we was over here no power for a whole week. We in this bitch with candles, we in this bitch listening to radio with the batteries in it. I still had an old radio from like 2008 when Hurricane Ike hit, where I freaking wind it up. I thought I threw that shit away. Thank God I had it. But that's just the type of thought process. And even with that, like the reason why everybody was without power, not because the storm was just so powerful, was because they didn't actually do what they needed to do beforehand to actually say, hey, if something else happens, one thing we won't have to worry about is all these trees. We won't have to worry about power lines being down. If they are down because, you know, the wind was just strong, we can easily go fix it, you know. But what they do, some stupid shit. So it literally took them from then up until now to not only clear out all limbs, all leaves, all anything shrubbery, tree around any kind of power line, any kind of power source that's outside. Took y'all a whole year when y'all literally had years. Y'all could have did it out the way. We was out when nobody had power for at least like 3 weeks, right? You could have did it after 2017. Hell, you could have did it after you freaking got the city froze, which I wasn't here for, by the way. Thank God. But nah, man, this city, they run the city bad, bro. Like this is not good. This is not a good city, man. It's scam, it's flexing, it's everything that's not important, you know? You got AI groups, you got speaking groups here in Houston. those are very few and far in between. And when you do be around those people, it's best to cherish them, right? Because most people you're gonna see here, they're just gonna be on some fuck shit. Be honest, they're just gonna be on some fuck shit. Oh man. Now that I got my Houston rants out for today. Oh man, let me go right here. All right. That's weird. Let me pull up this last story. Oh, take that away. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give my thoughts about this, right? Before I do that, let me go ahead and pull this story up here. All right, so we got that up. Go ahead and give this a play.
Michelle Obama is giving her honest opinion about her daughter Malia Obama dropping her last name. After a year since her 26-year-old dropped her famous last name to go by Malia Ann, the former First Lady shares during an interview on the Sibling Revelry podcast how her and Barack Obama's daughters, which also includes their youngest Sasha, have decided to, quote, push away from their famous family.
Our daughters are 25 and 23. They are young adult women, but they definitely went through a period in their teen years where it was the push away. You know, we want to, you know, I mean, they're still doing that. As and you guys know, this is the children of parents who are known. You know, you're trying to distinguish yourself. I mean, it is very important for my kids to feel like they've earned what they are getting in the world. And they don't want people to assume that they don't work hard, that they're just naturally just handed things. They're very sensitive to that.
And one way Malia has decided to distinguish herself is changing her name, which she did back in 2024 when debuting her film The Heart at the Sundance Film Festival.
You know, Malia, who started in film, I mean, her first project, she took off her last name. And we were like, they're still going to know it's you, Malia. You know, but we respected the fact that, you know, she's trying to make her way.
And as for Barack's opinion on the matter, he shared his thoughts during an appearance on the Pivot podcast back in October of 2024.
Malia, she's making movies. So she made her first movie. And, you know, I'll be a dad, I'll brag a little bit. You know, Donald Glover went to, right, she's working with Donald. And, you know, her first film went to Sundance and all these fancy film festivals. And she didn't use Obama on the as director on the credits. It said Malia Ann. She used her middle name. didn't put Obama on there. I was all like, you do know they'll know who you are.
Right.
And she's all like, you know what? I want them to watch it that first time and not in any way have that association. So I think our daughters go out of their way to not try to leverage that.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't agree. Normally, women, especially if you had your father in your life for not only all of your life, but well past the majority of your life, your father has been there. And not only your father has been there, he's been a great, like, father towards you. Like, he literally had a great career. Showed y'all this is how men should behave. Did everything that a lot of other black women didn't have that experience. You want to show respect, at least to him, by keeping your last name, right? That's his last name. That man gave you that last name. Raised y'all with that last name. In my opinion, until you get married, you Malia Obama. I'm gonna call you what that boy Barry named you. Malia Obama, right? You not no Jenkins, no Anderson. You ain't none of that. You Malia Obama. You still gonna be that until you get married. Until the right dude, or hopefully the right dude, comes into your life and says, "Hey, I'm a great guy. You know, we get along. I want to take this relationship further." Until you ask, Barack's hand, "Hey, can I marry your daughter?" Until that happens, you still Obama, sis. Like, I don't get why people go so headstrong to try and distinguish themselves from a good, decent family, right? Now, I'm not saying I'm just an Obama fan, because I don't agree with how the fuck he was trying to talk shit to black men off the election. I don't agree with a lot of shit in his first presidential run. Especially as I got older, I seen everything past, hope. I seen everything past, oh, he's black. Literally, it was trying to do the same shit with, damn, Word Salad. What's her name? Word Salad. Damn, I just think of Word Salad when I think of her. Kamala. Yeah. Kamala? Anyway, girl, you still Obama. Until you get married. Okay? Like, that's your dad. Your dad gave you that name. Your dad, for black, or kind of black, whatever, I don't know what he is. He led a great example for you guys. He did. Like I say, I don't agree with how he went about his presidency. Not pregnancy. Ooh, that would have been weird. Presidency. I don't agree with it. But as a person, like as a man, yeah, he done great. He raised his daughters in a great environment. He's always treated Michelle with respect, even though it seemed like she don't really respect him like that. And speaking of which, why do so many women nowadays view it as, oh, it's not disrespectful if I don't go with you. Oh, it's not disrespectful if I don't take your last name. Like, sis, yes it is. Like, that's hella disrespectful to that dude. Because I believe, as a woman, as a wife, you should honor your husband. That don't mean, I know we got some dodo birds out there. So that doesn't mean you should be on your hands and knees all day, every day, cooking and cleaning all day, every day. But you should damn sure honor that man. And when y'all don't, and when women say, oh, nah, that's not disrespecting you. It's not you that's being disrespected. So of course you don't know. Of course society, especially now, especially amongst the homegirls and sisters, cousins, it's that kind of, y'all want individuality, but y'all always are going to be under a man's cover, or y'all should be, right? That's like when women hyphenate their name, bro. I don't know. You had the name of your father, or you should have had the name of your father. That name now is no longer, because you're not under your father's covering. You should be under your husband's, right? Once you're under your husband's, you take that man's last name and you roll with it. It shouldn't be no ifs. It shouldn't be no buts. It shouldn't be no hyphens. And God forbid, if your daddy wasn't there and you trying to make any excuse to try and keep your last name, I don't know what else to say to you, bro. If you trying to make excuses to keep your last name and your daddy wasn't in your life, and you want to hyphenate. And even in some situations, right? I get if a woman was married, changed her last name, the marriage went horrible, right? And she bought her original last name back. I can kind of understand that. But if you never even considered changing it, then it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Or if you never even considered, hey, I'm taking this man's last name. Like, it ain't no second question. Like, look, I'm known as, anytime you see him, you see me. I'm a reflection of him, and he's a reflection of me. That's how it should be. But when you raise your daughters in a world where it's like, I want them to have their own mind, but we don't make a clear difference between having your own mind in a career and having your own mind in life, right? Because a lot of times we connect that whole individuality, I ain't gonna take, not even gonna take no shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. So, because, I make a good amount of money, now I feel like I don't got to listen to no man. I don't got to listen to nobody. Like, those are the things that keep us as a group behind, man. That's why it's so many people that think people really be okay and think it's normal to do this whole co-parenting shit. People think it's normal to get pregnant and not be with the baby father. Like, people think not only they think it's normal, right? They look at you weird if you get married and your girl not pregnant. It's like, I genuinely want to be with this woman. Why can't I marry her? She's a great woman. Like, she's actually a great woman. It ain't no, she must be pregnant. Like, no, not only is she a great woman, I know she's gonna be a great mother. Like, I ain't even worried about that shit. Like, it's the small things like this that down the line, motherfuckers ain't gonna know how to follow their man's lead. Or if they were under their father's covering, at some point society and looking at their mom probably made them inch out of that shit a bit. It probably did. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully, things go well with her career. I am wishing the best for her career. I don't want her career to go down. Like, I actually want her to do great, but I just want her to respect her father. Even though, again, I don't agree with everything Obama does and said, right? But I do agree you should respect that man. You should have kept that last name. And maybe the news press, right? Maybe they are kind of overdoing it. Maybe she still legally has the last name. She just, in certain projects, she's trying to figure it out. In the way I understand it, but baby girl, don't ever run away from who you are. Or at least in her situation. Some people need to run away from who the fuck they were, or who they are, or who they were born around. Because those people don't mean y'all no well. But in her situation, respect Barry, man. Respect that man. Keep their last name. And you should be all good. But yes. This is the conclusion. Well, before I go, let me just say this, right? Young women out there, well, actually, this is a bigger situation, but if y'all love and really respect y'all husbands or y'all boyfriends, changing your last name shouldn't even be an issue, right? I can't really speak to the women that have good fathers because, it's very few and far in between, but respect men, man. Especially if these are good men, respect them, bro. Because I hate to see dudes that actually got, do well. Don't be out here, effing up. Obama ain't never done Michelle wrong. Now, he's a Leo, so I'm pretty sure he like being a little too funny, being a little too friendly at times, but hey, he a man, but yeah, and then about these Houston stories, again, goes with the sentiment that I always say. Houston is a scammy ass city. The people at the lower level, the poorest of poor, the food stamp fraud, you got people, middle class getting scammed in wedding schemes and stuff. And then you got the top people that's actually in City Hall making certain decisions, right, signing certain things to actually supposedly help out the citizens of the city. But they're actually trying to do the opposite. They're trying to help themselves out, the citizens of their own shit, right? They ain't really trying to help the city out, man, or at least help build the city to a certain level. So, it'll look a certain way. We'll have certain things, and the city can actually grow and thrive instead of just on survival mode all the time, which that's all people know is survival mode. Lack of thriving. But this is the conclusion of episode 7. It's this many of the Zenocast. Thank you guys for watching, and comment how you feel. If you think I'm full of shit about the Malia Obama situation, hey, say that. You know what I'm saying? If you think Houston is awesome and think I should get the fuck out, hey, say that too. If I'm just ugly to you guys, right? Which I don't. But if I'm just ugly to you guys, just say that. Just say it. All right, thank you guys for watching, and peace until next time. Now,